Gautam, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So thrilled, so thrilled. Up now, I have to say what everybody says, smile, right?
No, no, I can afford to smile for next couple of months.
You can absolutely afford to smile for the rest of your life. You have, of course. Come on. So tell me, how did it feel at that moment? I mean, a TV journalist, so I have to ask you, कैसे feeling क्या हुई आपको?
Look, obviously, ये जर्नी सिर्फ वर्ल्ड कप की नहीं थी. हमने पिछले 1.5 साल में when we started this entire process of preparing for the next World Cup, तो सिर्फ एक ही चीज़ दिमाग में थी कि हाउ कैन वी गिव आवरसेल्व्स द बेस्ट चांस टू विन द वर्ल्ड कप. और उसके लिए सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये थी कि क्या कैन वी बी द मोस्ट फेयरलेस टीम इन द वर्ल्ड. आई नो बहुत लोगों ने बहुत बार बात करी है फेयरलेस, करेज, ब्रेवरी, बट अल्टीमेटली आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट्स में, और वो भी जब क्रंच मैचेस हो, मस्ट विन मैचेस, उसमें हाउ ब्रेव एंड करेजियस कैन वी बी, वो डिसाइड करता हम अपने आप को कितना चांस दे रहे थे वर्ल्ड कप जीतने का. मेरे लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये थी. आप जिम्बाब्वे का मैच उठा के देख लीजिए, आप वेस्ट इंडीज़ का, उसके बाद सेमीफाइनल, फाइनल, उसमें आई थिंक जिस तरीके से टीम ने ब्रेवरी के साथ खेला है, जितने हमने रन बनाए, वो दर्शाता है कि हमने पिछले 1.5 साल में जो बात करी, इवेंचुअली वी वर एबल टू इम्प्लीमेंट दैट ऑन द क्रिकेट फील्ड.
So, everybody talks about pressures and things like that, must win matches, pressure and things. Somewhere at the back of your mind, was there also this thing that I have to prove my critics wrong about me being a coach and not performing to the level that the critics were thinking you should?
Look, my job is not to prove my critics wrong. My job is to prove my players right. That is my job. I look at things from a very different angle because I have never looked at my job as to prove something to someone. I have to prove my players right, that I'm the one who's going to be like a shield to them, and more importantly, I need to have faith and trust in my players. And I've said it during my press conference as well. The only accountability that I have till I have this tenure is towards those 30 people sitting in that dressing room. अगर मैं उनके साथ ऑनेस्टी से काम कर सकता हूँ, ऑनेस्टी से बात कर सकता हूँ, किसी एजेंडा के साथ नहीं चलता, और मैं बिल्कुल ब्लैक एंड वाइट तरीके से चलता हूँ, उसके बाद जो भी रिजल्ट आएगा, आई कैन लिव विद दैट रिजल्ट फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ माई लाइफ. सो इन लास्ट 1.5-2 years जो भी मेरा टेन्योर हुआ है, whatever I've achieved, whatever downfalls I've seen, I think one thing I can be very proud of, that I have been extremely, extremely honest to people sitting in that dressing room, and more importantly, to this country.
When you say shield, do you mean protection against?
Absolutely. अब
Yeah, okay.
मैम आप देखिए कितना कितना सोशल मीडिया का क्रिटिसिज्म है, कितनी सोशल मीडिया, आप जितना मर्जी कोशिश कर लीजिए कि आउटसाइड नॉइस को बंद कर, ब्लॉक आउट करने की, इट इज़ ह्यूमनली नॉट पॉसिबल आज के ज़माने में, बिकॉज इतना सोशल मीडिया टॉक्सिक हो चुका है कि हम एक मैच हारते हैं, किसी की परफॉर्मेंस ख़राब होती है, दे आर ह्यूमन, प्लेयर्स आर ह्यूमंस एज वेल, दे आर अलाउड टू मेक मिस्टेक्स, दे आर बाउंड टू मेक मिस्टेक्स. किससे गलती नहीं होती? एक नॉर्मल लाइफ में गलती हो जाती है, हर इंसान से गलती होती है, बट ऐसा नहीं है कि प्लेयर्स शुड बी ऑल्सो अलाउड टू मेक मिस्टेक्स. तो अगर वो जो हम, मेरे लिए एज अ शील्ड की बात ये है कि मैं जितना उनको उस क्रिटिसिज्म से दूर रख सकूँ, I think that was very important. That was one of the most important thing, even during this campaign which we had during the World Cup. How much can we cut the outside noise? Because there was so much of talk about expectations, अलग चीज़ है, वो हमेशा रहेगी. So much of outside noise कि इसकी performance ख़राब है, इसका form ख़राब है, team match हार जाएगी तो ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा. So I think it was very important for me, I think, and very important for the boys to be away from social media, and glad they were able to do that for the last 1 month.
So the toxicity which you faced as a player, and then subsequently in politics also and things like that in social media, as a coach, do you feel that you are now more mature to handle it and you can be a better coach to the players than what probably you felt when you were a player?
Look, I was very fortunate that when I was playing, there was no social media. Yes, there used to be a lot of criticism at that time, but it was a lot in print and electronic. But in today's day and age, I think these boys go through a lot more than what we went through when I was playing. So it is very important for someone to protect them and keep them away from social media as well. Because, see, the problem in social media is that tomorrow you can create a narrative against anyone by doing anything. And the reality is not that. इससे पहले जब हमारे टाइम पे जो भी चीज़ें कही जाती थी उसमें कुछ ना कुछ सच होता था. लेकिन आज आप चाहे वो सोशल मीडिया ले लो, चाहे वो क्रिटिक्स ले लो, आज चाहे आप यूट्यूबर्स ले लो, कि जो सिर्फ व्यूज़ और लाइक्स के लिए काम करते हैं, उनको नेगेटिविटी बोलनी ही है टू गेन क्रिटिक्स एंड टू गेन व्यूज़ एंड वट एवर. बट दैट इज़ नॉट राइट, बिकॉज आपको कभी ना कभी अपने आप को उन खिलाड़ियों के जो उस ड्रेसिंग रूम में बैठे हैं, जो पूरे देश को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, उनके शूज़ में रख कर देख के भी बात करनी बहुत ज़रूरी है. Let them be allowed to make mistakes. We should allow them to fail as well.
Like the Arshdeep incident, was that mistake with them momentary and social media went on fire? And then he apologized later.
But that is okay, man. आप you're representing your country, you're bound to show aggression. उसमें कोई खराबी नहीं है अगर आप वापस थ्रो मारते हो. What is wrong in doing that? किसी भी बॉलर को अच्छा नहीं लगता to get hit for 2 sixes, and that is the kind of response I want to see from my players, and that there is nothing wrong. और in fact अगर sorry नहीं भी बोला जाता, I was absolutely fine with it.
Okay.
I was absolutely fine. He doesn't need to say sorry. Yes, it's good on him that he apologized, but on a cricket field there are no friends. Neither there are any enemies. Your job is to represent your country. Your job is to win a game of cricket for your country, and you don't want to get hit for 2 sixes. And that was fine. I thought ये सारी चीज़ें हमारे को, we should not blow this out of proportion, because ये चीज़ें पहले भी होती थी. आज क्योंकि सोशल मीडिया के माध्यम से आप बहुत ज़्यादा इसको एस्केलेट करते हैं, उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है.
But you know, when we are watching you always look so. There's a zen-like thing on your face. There's no expression, चाहे sixer हो या wicket गिरे या कुछ भी गिरे. How do you achieve this, Gautam?
How do I achieve this? I think I was telling Natasha this. She asked me this question before the finals, that do I feel more nervous as a coach, or did I feel more nervous when I was a player? And I told her actually before the World Cup final, I said I feel more nervous as a coach, because there's not a lot in my hand once the game starts. Because जब आप खेल रहे होते हो तो you can control your performance. आप अच्छा नहीं करते या आप अच्छा करते हो तो you can control scoring runs. आप अच्छा नहीं करते तो that is also your accountability. लेकिन एक बार ही मैच स्टार्ट हो जाए तो I am only as good as what my players will make me feel or look. अगर players अच्छा नहीं करेंगे तो I will look very bad. अगर players अच्छा करेंगे तो I will look good about it. So my point is कि आप हमेशा nervous होते हो, because after one point of time you literally will have to surrender, and you literally will have to expect your players to go on the field and be absolutely fearless.
You know, I've always wanted to ask you, when you go inside, like जब drinks interval वगैरह में जाए, क्या बातें क्या होती है उस पर? Like do people come and tell you जब तुम वहाँ जाओगे तो उसको बोलो ऐसे करे, उसको बोलो ऐसे करे, or is it just yours?
नहीं, मुझे तो कोई नहीं बोलता, but ultimately the point is आप जो situation में होते हो, जैसी situation में होते हो, और आप आगे के अगला नेक्स्ट फेज़ कैसे देखते हो इस गेम का, वही आप बात करते हो. आप कि सपोज अगले 6 ओवर्स या 7 ओवर्स कैसे खेलने, बिकॉज 2 ब्रेक्स होती हैं. तो पॉइंट इज़ कि आप किस तरीके से क्रिकेट देखते हो बाहर से, क्योंकि आप बाहर से भी बहुत चीज़ें अलग तरीके से देखते हो एज़ कम्पेयर टू जो खिलाड़ी खेल रहे होते हैं. क्योंकि कई बार आप जब फील्ड पे होते हो तो यू आर अंडर अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर. अगर आप तो कई बार आप गेम को बहुत अलग तरीके से देखते हो, तो आप उसी तरीके से आप शेयर करते हो इन्फॉर्मेशन, एंड अल्टीमेटली it's the players that will have to take the final decision.
Were the players, like, did the players know that in the stands there's Kapil Dev also, there's Sharma also, and you know, Dhoni is there, Amit Shah is there, they're all out there watching. Does it matter to players at that time, and did it matter to you that they're all sitting there and watching?
No, absolutely not.
No?
I think not at all, and we should not even think about it. I don't think so any of the players would feel that pressure.
But everybody wants them to win, right? So वो सब आए हुए हैं वहाँ
Yeah, but आपको एक चीज़ realize करनी है, everyone wants them to win, but they want to win it more than anyone else. That's the reality. कि इसमें किसी तरीके का कोई झूठ नहीं है कि जितना प्लेयर्स को बुरा लगता है हारने से और जितनी प्लेयर्स को खुशी होती है जीतने से, उतनी और किसी को भी नहीं होती. बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली देयर करियर इज़ ऑन स्टेक, देयर परफॉर्मेंस इज़ ऑन स्टेक. सो ये एक हमारे को ना मिसकंसेप्शन निकाल देनी चाहिए, या लोगों को ये बताना चाहिए कि हार और जीत से जितनी परेशानी उस ड्रेसिंग रूम में बैठे हुए लोगों को होती है, ना कभी किसी को हुई है और ना कभी किसी को होगी. चाहे आज मैं बैठा हूँ, चाहे मेरे बाद जब कोई और बैठेगा उसको भी उतनी परेशानी होगी हार से जितनी आज मुझे होती है. बिकॉज अकाउंटेबिलिटी उस ड्रेसिंग रूम से शुरू होती है और वहीं ख़त्म होती है.
वहीं पे. सो आफ्टर द विन, Dhoni said, "Coach Saab, the smile looks great on you. Intensity with a smile is a killer combo." What did you feel when he saw that?
Look,
because he's been in your position as a player, but what did you feel?
That's why I say, no, being a coach, I think sometimes it's very difficult to be in a situation where people have not been in that situation. But good on him that he tweeted on that, honestly. But I feel that when you're in a dugout, there is so much on stake. इतनी एक्सपेक्टेशन रहती है हमेशा इंडियन टीम से कि आप हंसना चाहो भी, कौन हंसना नहीं चाहेगा, तब भी आप कई बार नहीं हंस पाते. और स्पेशली जब आप वर्ल्ड कप जैसे टूर्नामेंट खेलते हो, बिकॉज इन इंडिया अनफॉर्चुनेटली losing is not an option.
True.
But it can happen, because if losing was not an option, then India would have won all the World Cups. But ऐसा नहीं होता. This is sport. आप पूरी ज़िंदगी किसी चीज़ में इन्वेस्ट करते हो, but there is no guarantee for return. ये कोई इक्विटी या ये कोई शेयर मार्केट नहीं है कि आपने रिटर्न किए, आपने इन्वेस्ट किया तो आपको कितनी रिटर्न मिलनी है। यहाँ पर आप पूरे 1.5 साल आप मेहनत करते हो, इन्वेस्ट करते हो, और कोई गारंटी नहीं थी कि हम ये वर्ल्ड कप जीतें। तो आप सोचिए कि अगर हम वर्ल्ड कप ना जीतते या सेमीफाइनल में हार जाते तो रिटर्न तो जीरो है ना, इतनी मेहनत करने के बाद, इतना इन्वेस्ट करने के बाद। दैट्स व्हाई आई से दैट स्पोर्ट्स इज वेरी डिफरेंट टू एनी अदर प्रोफेशन।
You know, you're saying that there's no guarantee and all that, but when you win like one win after the other, it's like viewers and enthusiasts take it for granted कि आप जीतने वाले हो. You know, it's so uh, the 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 area of disappointment is so low that none of us want to be disappointed, so that anger comes very high.
Yeah, but that's not fair on the players.
True.
That is absolutely not fair on the players. कौन, आप मुझे एक ऐसा प्रोफेशन बता दीजिए जहाँ people do not fail.
Yeah.
Tell me one profession कि जहाँ पर people are not allowed to fail. So it should be the same parameter for players as well, for cricketers as well. Shouldn't they be allowed to fail? It is okay to fail. It is, if you do not allow them to fail, they will never win, because that fear of making a mistake.
Huh.
If they start fearing making a mistake, they will make more mistakes. And that is one thing which I wanted to get out of their system, that it is okay to make a mistake, it is okay to fail even if we don't win. At the end of the day, we can look ourselves in the mirror and say, did we give everything for the country and for this team? If we have, everything is acceptable.
You know, this thing about winning, there's also this criticism that India is tailoring its pitches in big tournaments. Is that smart strategy, or is it against the spirit of the game?
But I don't agree to that. Why would you tailor something? And honestly, India is too good a team to be even thinking about something like that. And a T20 format, आप चाहे ऑस्ट्रेलिया में उठा के देख लीजिए, चाहे आप साउथ अफ्रीका में उठा के देख लीजिए। साउथ अफ्रीका में भी हमने 200 रन बनाए, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी हमने 200 रन बनाए। अगर हम इंडिया में 200 रन बनाते हैं तो वो टेलर्ड हो जाती हैं विकेट्स। सो आई थिंक सम पीपल दे वांट टू क्रिएट अ कंट्रोवर्सी, दैट्स व्हाई आई से आई थिंक statements given for views and TRPs should not be acceptable, because sometimes it is important to give players a lot of credit as well, because ऐसा नहीं है कि हमने सिर्फ इंडियन कंडीशंस में इतने बड़े बड़े स्कोर बनाए, हमने ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी जाके, साउथ अफ्रीका में भी जाके, बाकी जगह जाके भी इतने बड़े बड़े रन बनाए। वहाँ पर तो हमारे हाथ में कुछ भी नहीं था।
लेकिन ये क्रिटिसिज्म जो है वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए भी हुआ करता था, इंग्लैंड के लिए भी हुआ करता था, दैट दे मेक देयर पिचेस टू सूट देयर बॉलर्स।
ट्रू, बट ICC tournaments में ICC control the wickets. It's not the BCCI that controls the wickets. And bilaterals में, T20 especially format में, it is a batter's game. No one wants to come and watch a 120 run T20 game. Everyone wants to score that high, wants to watch that high scoring game. ये यहाँ पर नहीं है. It is a worldwide phenomena कि आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया में उठा लो, साउथ अफ्रीका, न्यूजीलैंड, इंग्लैंड, वहाँ पर भी T20 में उतने ही बड़े रन बनते हैं। लेकिन जब टीम फेयरलेस तरीके से खेलती है तो आपको कुछ ना कुछ क्रिटिसाइज करने के लिए, नेगेटिव बोलने के लिए, यू स्टार्ट पिकिंग अप विकेट्स। हमने तो कोलंबो में भी जाके मैच खेला, हमने तो उसी प्रेमदासा के विकेट में पाकिस्तान के साथ मैच खेला, जहाँ पर हमने 180 रन बनाए, जहाँ पर बाकी टीम्स के 140 रन बन रहे थे, जहाँ पर पाकिस्तान को हमने क्या 80 या 90 जितने भी रन से हराया। तो वहाँ पर तो किसी ने नहीं बोला, वो तो वहाँ पर तो हमारे हाथ में भी नहीं था, वो तो कोलंबो में था। तो my point is कि sometimes I think these statements should not be taken seriously.
Because cricketing boards of other countries ये कहने लग गए हैं कि the Indian cricket has become very powerful and they are tilting everything in their favor. ऐसे है?
I don't think so. Where आप मुझे बताओ, we are the only team during the World Cup which no one would have even thought about, which travelled across the country. जो हम कहीं पे एक भी ऐसा वेन्यू नहीं है, एक अहमदाबाद छोड़ के, जहाँ पर हम 2 मैच खेलें, उसके अलावा हम सारे वेन्यूज़ पे एक मैच खेलें। साउथ अफ्रीका प्लेड 5 games at अहमदाबाद, वेस्ट इंडीज़ प्लेड 4 games at Calcutta, Pakistan played their entire tournament in Sri Lanka. We were the only team in this entire World Cup जिसने सिर्फ 2 मैच खेले अहमदाबाद में, बाकी दिल्ली, चेन्नई, मुंबई, अहमदाबाद, कोलंबो। तो इसमें कोई कैसे ये स्टेटमेंट दे सकता है कि BCCI has become too powerful that they are trying to control everything? एक टीम पूरे टूर्नामेंट में जो हर वेन्यू पे एक मैच खेलती है, तो आप मुझे बताओ हम कैसे यूज टू हो सकते हैं? और दूसरी टीम साउथ अफ्रीका 5 games खेलती है, वेस्ट इंडीज 4 मैचेस खेलती है, तो दे आर यूज टू अ सर्टेन वेन्यू, वी आर नॉट यूज टू एनी वेन्यू।
Get that, but other cricketing nations feel that BCCI ho or the players have become so influential and there's so much of money power that has come into the game और उस advertising money power के बदौलत there is a lot of flexing that the Indian team can do as compared to the other teams. बांग्लादेश और पाकिस्तान में खासकर ये बात चलती है.
See, I am at the moment no one to talk about it because मैंने अपने टेन्योर में तो कुछ ऐसा देखा नहीं. अगर ऐसा ही कुछ होता तो then पाकिस्तान should not have played all the games in Sri Lanka. जो हमारे को चैम्पियंस ट्रॉफी पे हमारे ऊपर एक्विजिशन लगी थी कि हम सारे मैच दुबई में खेल रहे हो, सो इट वाज अ ह्यूज एडवांटेज. द सेम एडवांटेज पाकिस्तान हैड दिस टाइम. द सेम एडवांटेज. आप पूरा
न्यूट्रल प्लेस,
आप पूरा टूर्नामेंट अपना श्रीलंका में खेले, तो हमारी सिचुएशन चैम्पियंस ट्रॉफी में थी, उनकी सिचुएशन भी सेम T20 वर्ल्ड कप में थी. सो समटाइम्स व्हेन यू डोंट वांट टू गिव इनफ क्रेडिट टू द टीम, टू द बॉयज़, देन यू स्टार्ट पिकिंग अप सच थिंग्स कि हम कैसे दूसरी टीम को टारगेट कर सकते हैं, क्या क्या चीज़ें कर सकते हैं. जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बोला, ये तो सबके सामने रिकॉर्ड सबके सामने है कि हम 2 मैचेस छोड़ के सारे वेन्यूज़ पे एक मैच खेलें. तो उसमें अब कौन सी एडवांटेज है हमारे को?
करेक्ट. अहमदाबाद में आफ्टर विनिंग द टूर्नामेंट आप और सूर्य कुमार यादव और जय शाह हनुमान मंदिर गए विद द ट्रॉफी, और उस वक्त कीर्ति आज़ाद ने ट्वीट किया कि सिर्फ मंदिर क्यों, मस्जिद और गिरजाघर क्यों नहीं गए?
क्या मैं इसके बारे में क्या बोलूँ? आई थिंक इट्स नॉट इवन वर्थ आंसरिंग दैट क्वेश्चन. इट्स अ बिग मोमेंट फॉर द एंटायर कंट्री. और मुझसे अगर आप पूछो, इट्स अ ह्यूज मोमेंट फॉर द कंट्री. आई थिंक इट इज़ इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी शुड सेलिब्रेट अ वर्ल्ड कप विन. और अब दैट्स व्हाई आई से ना, सर्टन स्टेटमेंट्स, देयर इज़ नो पॉइंट पिकिंग अप सर्टन स्टेटमेंट्स, बिकॉज ये स्टेटमेंट्स ना आपकी सिर्फ अचीवमेंट को डाइल्यूट करेगी. अगर आप उन बच्चों की, उन 15 खिलाड़ियों की अचीवमेंट को डाइल्यूट करना चाहते हो, उनके एफर्ट को डाइल्यूट करना चाहते हो, तो फिर कल कोई भी उठ के कुछ भी स्टेटमेंट देगा एंड वी स्टार्ट टेकिंग इट सीरियसली, विच इज़ नॉट फेयर ऑन द बॉयज़. मतलब आप इमेजिन करो, द बॉयज़ हैव गॉन थ्रू सो मच, द अमाउंट ऑफ प्रेशर दे हैव गॉन थ्रू. एक मैच हारने के बाद साउथ अफ्रीका के, द काइंड ऑफ प्रेशर द बॉयज़ वर अंडर. और आज अगर आप ऐसी स्टेटमेंट देते हो तो यू आर लिटरली डिग्रेडिंग योर ओन प्लेयर्स एंड डिग्रेडिंग योर ओन टीम, विच शुड नॉट बी डन.
How do you see Surya Kumar Yadav's leadership?
I've said it before, I've said it many times. I think he's a phenomenal leader. I think he's made my life a lot easier in this format, because I think the way he keeps the atmosphere really light, I think the way he handles the boys, the way he has conversations with the boys, I think that is something which is fantastic to have, because then you can actually, someone like me can focus on how the tactical things should run, because you know that you've got someone like Surya who I worked with for a long time when I was captain with KKR and he was a vice captain. So I know how he operates. So he has made my life a lot easier in this format.
Has Sky's way of handling T20 impacted on his play as such, personal play?
I don't think so. I think there was always a team first philosophy, and more importantly, when you go in a big tournament like this, you don't look at individual performances. You don't need to look at individual performances. आज अगर हम वर्ल्ड कप नहीं जीते होते तो शायद आप मेरा इंटरव्यू नहीं ले रहे होते.
नहीं.
और दूसरी चीज़ है, शायद इतना कोई बात ना करता, बिकॉज और इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंसेस कोई याद भी ना करता. आज अगर आप मुझसे पूछो कि सेमीफाइनल में इंग्लैंड की तरफ से किस किस ने रन बनाया, आपको याद भी नहीं होगा. सो व्हेन यू गो एंड प्ले सच काइंड ऑफ टूर्नामेंट्स, इट्स अबाउट हु विंस द टूर्नामेंट, which team wins the tournament. So for me, I think individual performances when it comes to big tournaments do not make a big difference in my life.
Okay. I have to ask you about Sanju Samson. You backed him all through. Now, do you feel I was justified?
But I backed him because I felt and I feel that there's a lot that Sanju Samson can deliver for the team. And it was never about that. Sometimes people go through lean run. I think जैसे न्यूजीलैंड के अगेंस्ट सीरीज थी, आई थिंक ही वेंट थ्रू अ लीन रन, बट दैट वाज फाइन, बिकॉज ऐसा नहीं है कि आप का खराब फॉर्म हमेशा ही रहेगा. सो ही नीडेड दैट ब्रेक. वी गेव हिम कपल ऑफ गेम्स ऑफ, एंड ऑब्वियसली वंस ही गॉट बैक वी न्यू दैट ही इज गोइंग टू डिलीवर इट फॉर अस, बिकॉज बहुत टाइम से हमने देखा है उसका टैलेंट. अगर आप कोई खिलाड़ी 3 T20 हंड्रेड्स बनाता है, उसके बाद if he goes through a lean patch, that is okay, that is acceptable. But I think he's done justice, and hopefully he can kickstart his career again from now on, and that is something which was important. It is important for him.
It's important. You spoke about individual performance, and that's not really the main thing in these kind of tournaments. Is that the cultural change that you brought into the dressing room?
I believe in a team sport. That is how team sport is meant to be played and should be played. Because yes, individual performances are important. They should be appreciated, but ultimately it's the team goal that is far more important than any other thing. And I feel that is something, yeah, that's a cultural change, and that's a great change, because if you look at this T20 side, I think none of the boys in last 1.5 years have actually spoken about the milestones, have actually played for the milestones, and have actually thought about doing something for themselves. And that is the reason why we could get this result. अगर आप मुझसे एक चीज़ पूछोगे how we could get this result of winning the World Cup, and everyone had so much of expectation and everyone was under so much of pressure, was because no one was thinking about what he wants to do individually. Everyone wanted to do something collectively, and that's the reason. Whether it is Surya, whether it is the boys, and hopefully this change that is now very visible to the to people outside. Hopefully, it can continue and can change it for good, because India has so much of talent that we can go on to win so many, do so many different things going forward.
See, you're right. It's every player brings something to the table, right? But there are only 11 of them. In spite of that, there are some superstars in a team always. Has that superstar culture lessened, or do you lessen it in the dressing room, that everybody should not bring that superstar, shoulder on in their shoulder कि हाँ मैं superstar हूँ, वो नहीं लाना चाहिए.
देखिए मैं आपको बताऊं, the difference between you and me is what you like creating superstars. My job is to create super team. That's the difference. That's a simple difference, and that difference will always remain. Media wants to create superstars,
Yeah.
but my job as a head coach is to create a super team. And that's the only way I look at my profession, because my job is to be absolutely fair, even, and treat everyone exactly equally, because those 15 people in that dressing room are absolutely equal to me. I don't look at the amount of runs they've got. I don't look at the amount of social media following they have. I don't look at what TRP they bring to the people or to the broadcaster. I only look at that what they bring to the team and what they bring to the country. And that is why I feel that that is my job, is to create a super team. And hopefully, till I finish my tenure, I will be able to create a super team.
Okay, talking about your tenure, I want to know who asked you to become the coach who is the first person who called you up and said, become a coach?
Yeah, that's a good story. In fact, I remember we were playing an IPL game in Mumbai, KKR versus Mumbai Indians, and we were staying at St. Regis, and it was Jaibai who called me. Actually, he called me.
Jai Shah.
Yeah. He actually called me early in the morning. He said that I have to give you this offer and you can't say no to me. I said, what? He said, you have to be the head coach. And at that time, honestly, I wasn't even ready. It was a massive surprise, because for me, I think being the head coach of the Indian team is an honor. It's a privilege, because not many people get that opportunity to again go back in that dressing room and wear that India jersey again and do something special for the country. Tell me, how many ex-cricketers get that? Very few. And then he told me, you can't say no. And then obviously I spoke to family, I spoke to Natasha, but hats off to him. I have to thank him. I thanked him even during the press conference, that not actually, I very well realized this, that when I was offered this job, that I had no experience of being a head coach, because I've never been a head coach of any team or any franchise. I was always the mentor. But trusting me with that job, and that high pressure job, and that high profile job, so hopefully till now I think I'm able to live up to his expectations, and I can't thank him enough, because anytime you get this opportunity to do something special for the country, and by him, and most importantly, I think I remember I've gone through a lot of low moments in my tenure as well, which was always expected, because whether it was getting beaten by New Zealand at home or getting beaten by South Africa at home, which I normally don't forget, and I don't think it will be difficult for me to forget. Not many people actually called me after that. I remember the only time someone called me was Jai Shah, because I remember when we lost a game against New Zealand at Mumbai, I was going back to the airport and I got a call from him. And obviously he told me to stay strong. He told me that he's there with me during that hour. And then even after South Africa, he was the one who called me. I was at the airport and I was actually very low and down. And you know, अच्छे time में you don't remember people when your things are going good. But when you're going through a tough phase, at that time, if someone calls you and supports you at that time, I think that is something that I will always appreciate, even when I won't be the head coach of the team.
Someday I want to write your biography. Hopefully, the ups and downs in your career, in your life, has been amazing. It's a life that you've led, which is like stupendous. You know, the courage of conviction that you have, in spite of some of the knocks that you got in life. Amazing.
But I think I can't complain because God has given me so much which I never thought that ultimately I deserve. But again, I think God has been very kind.
Jaysha, as an administrator, what would you say that what is his contribution?
Look, he had a massive contribution. Not because we are talking about it right now, but the fact is, अगर आप देखो, when he was the secretary, the way he's transformed women's cricket in India, you got to give it to the man. You have to give it to the man कि आप women cricketers की salaries उठा के देख लीजिए, उनके contracts उठा के देख लीजिए, the transition that has happened in women's cricket, आप WPL उठा के देख लीजिए. In fact, अगर आप men's cricket की भी बात करो, men's cricket में भी जितनी facilities अब players को मिलती हैं, जैसे infrastructure बदला है, I think you have to give it to Jay Shah for bringing that transformation in women's cricket. I think that man deserves so much of credit. And second most important thing, now being the ICC chairman, I think including cricket and Olympics is a massive step. So I think he does deserve a lot of credit for what he's done as an administrator. And more importantly, I think his heart is in the right place because when he was the secretary with BCCI, जब मेरे को ये job offer हुई थी, I worked very closely with him. And I remember how passionate he was for Indian cricket and how much he wanted Indian cricket to do well. And you could see from his reactions as well. You could see it because आप इंसान के reactions छुपा नहीं सकते. When Indian cricket does well, I think he's probably one of the happiest guys going around.
Do you have the complete freedom when you are in the dressing room, or are there people who pull strings?
Not at all. I think I'm very fortunate. Not at all in last 1.5, 2 years, and I think that is something that is fantastic to have because many times I think you don't get the freedom. But I think when I joined as the head coach, Jai Bhai was the secretary, and I think the best thing that he did was that he had let me run the entire show. I don't think so there was any interference from him, which again, because if you trust someone, then you trust someone, and he's trusted me with this job, and till now I think I'm not going to say power because I had the opportunity of calling the shots.